What's up, guys? So, on this particular video, we'll be discussing about Tawang in the month of February 2026, what you should be expecting in terms of the weather, the road condition, the places that you should be visiting, the overall uh, climate, the snowfall, what you should be packing, the budget that you need to have for Tawang in February 2026. Now, remember, starting off with the weather, it hasn't really started snowing as what it used to in the month of January, so we can expect February to get all the downpour of snow. So, if you are someone who's planning a trip to Tawang in the month of February, come prepared with your winter best, and I would say come prepared for severe winter because Tawang it gets really really cold when it starts to snow. The temperature drops, the electricity gets cut off. So, even if you book a room with heaters, it is not going to be enough because it will be terribly cold. Now, the temperature in the daytime will range from anywhere between, I would say, 0 to 8 degrees, while the temperature at night will go to anywhere between minus 5 to minus 12 degrees. Now, the temperature that I've just listed is real, so even if it is not snowing, it's going to be terribly cold. So, hence, come prepared. If you can carry a sleeping bag which can withstand this cold. Carry something which can go up to minus 5 because that would be really ideal for the kind of weather that Tawang is going to be having in the month of February. Now, if you are someone who doesn't like the cold weather, then do not go to Tawang in the month of February because you're not going to enjoy the feel because it's so cold that even people who like cold weather end up not liking it. Now, the best way to plan your trip to Tawang in the month of February is to come to Guwahati, start your journey from there, and then break journey in Bumla to acclimatize. If you can spend a night in Guwahati before you start your journey, that will help you acclimatize. The main reason people fall sick on this journey to Tawang is because they plan a rush trip and then they feel it is altitude sickness. It is not really altitude sickness. It is basically planning a very hectic trip, which starts back at home with you, like leaving everything for last minute. You're packing and work in your office, which then results in you having a very packed up itinerary, which is another downside of what people do. And winter is not the time to have a blueprint for Tawang. You need to spread it out. Minimum 7 days, I would say, is ideal for Tawang in the winter months. Anything shorter than that is a very big gamble because at any point, Bumla Pass can be closed because of heavy snowfall. And if you want to experience everything that Tawang has to offer in one trip, then by default, you need to have a minimum of 6 nights, 7 days. Now, snow cover is all over Tawang in the month of February. Sela Pass is going to be frozen. Now, when it comes to Sela Pass, my personal request to everybody is do not walk on any frozen lake, be it Sela Pass or any of the glacial lakes you see. Accidents are very easily possible because you don't know how thick the surface of the ice is, and if it cracks and you fall in, you are going to drown and die. There's no other way for me to sugarcoat this because there have been accidents in the last month, in the month of January, and it has happened in the past also. Do not go there to try to get a crazy social media photo or a video thinking that you're going to be a hero because that could also be your downfall. There's a very fine line between bravery and stupidity. Do not walk on any frozen lake in Tawang region. It's not at all safe. Now, the skies are going to be clear, but when it is not clear, you can expect the weather to change, I would say, in a matter of minutes. It can be clear blue skies 1 minute, and in another 5 minutes, it can change to cloudy, gray skies with heavy snowfall and visibility down to less than a meter. If you are someone who's planning a biking trip to Tawang in the month of February, please drop the idea right now. Biking to Tawang in the month of February is a big no. Riding on roads which are covered with maybe 3 to 4 feet of snow is not ideal. No matter how good your biking experience is, you do not want to risk it. It is not worth the risk. The ideal time to go biking is maybe in the month of April, May, and June, not in the month of February. Now, when it comes to the places that you should be visiting, definitely you need to stop at Bomdila, Dirang, and at Tawang. You need a minimum, I would say, of 2 to 3 nights to stay at Tawang to get a real feel of the place. Tawang town has plenty of cafes and dhabas that you can explore. Do not expect something too lavish in Tawang in terms of food. Whatever basic food you get, enjoy it. Now, when it comes to accommodation, the best place to stay in Tawang, the region, I would say is Old Tawang, because from there everything is equidistance. You can easily walk to the monastery. You can take a taxi to the War Memorial. You can go to Buddha Park, and at the same time, restaurants, ATMs are easily available. Network in Tawang is very good. You'll get excellent 4G and 5G network of Airtel and Jio. Even Vodafone does work, but these two networks are the best. If you're someone who's planning on carrying your work to Tawang in the month of February, drop that idea because it's going to be so cold that you're going to struggle even to just, I don't know, I would say when you'll struggle to just sit on the bed. So forget about sitting with your laptop and typing or maybe talking on the phone. That's going to be really, really impossible. Enjoy your holiday without any work. Take leave, otherwise, don't go to Tawang in the month of February. Now, while traveling to Tawang, you need to remember that you need a inner line permit. That's how it works in Arunachal Pradesh. You can book it. You can not book it, but rather you can fill the form and get your permit done online. It costs 500 rupees per person. For that, you'll need to give your email ID and your phone number. It's linked to to your phone number. So each person has to do it themselves, and there is no way to bypass this because at the check post at Balukpong, while entering and exiting, they will check it. And even when you're staying in any of the hot homestays, hotels, or guest houses, they're going to ask you for this permit because they need the permit number to register on your stay. Even to go to Bumla Pass, you need to carry the permit. You do not need to print out this permit. You can just carry the e-copy that is emailed to you. This is mandatory and necessary. You got to click on West Kamen and the Tawang region. West Kamen is Bomdila and Dirang. Tawang is Tawang region. Now, when it comes to Bumla Pass and Sangastar Lake, there's a very, very high probability that you might be able to do either one of the two because of the heavy snowfall. Mostly Bumla Pass will be open, but Sangastar Lake might not be possible because of the heavy snowfall. It's not possible to reach from Tawang town to Bumla Pass and Sangastar Lake when it's covered in snow. And Sangastar Lake usually has more snowfall than the Bumla Pass. And since Bumla is an army controlled area, the snow is always cleared. Now, remember, if you plan on doing both the places, it might still not be possible because of the heavy snowfall. Vehicles do not go there. You have to book a separate taxi from your homestay to go to Bumla Pass. Outside taxis from Guwahati, Meghalaya are not allowed and not permitted to go to Bumla Pass. It's an SUV which will go from Tawang down to Bumla Pass, and that particular day you'll see Pitaso Lake along with Bumla Pass and Sangastar Lake if you're fortunate. And it will take you the entire day. You leave in the morning by 8 o'clock and you'll return back by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll have no network, so remind your family and friends at home not to worry. You're in a safe place, just that there is no network in this region. Please money with you in form of cash because by default you will not have any network to make any online transactions. There are ATMs in Tawang, but it's always better to withdraw money from home or from Guwahati and go to Tawang. Now, if you're planning on taking a helicopter to Tawang, drop that idea. It's not going to happen in the month of February because of bad weather. Now, what is the gear you need? You need woolen gear. You need good pair of shoes. You need a good sun UV protected sunglass. You need your cold cream, your lip balm, and by default, you need your meds in case you fall sick. Remember, do not have a bath in the night or in the evenings because that's when you'll fall really sick. On a 1 week trip to Tawang, I would ideally say do not have a bath more than twice because it's better to be dirty and avoid falling sick than falling sick and staying clean because it's going to be a disaster once you catch a cold. Now, if you're someone who's planning a trip to Tawang, we have plenty of trips happening to Tawang in February, March, April. You can click on the link in the description and you'll get all the details related to our trip. You can go to our website and book or contact our sales team who will guide you through the booking process. If you have any personal queries related to your own personal travel to Tawang, leave a comment in the comment section and we'll be more than happy to reply. Do not call or message our sales team for your own personal doubts. We are not a helpline for Tawang, nor are we interested in solving your personal queries if you're not interested in booking with us. You can book a consultation, which is a paid service, or you can leave a comment. Now, getting back to Tawang, now when you're traveling to Tawang in February, most people do not understand the cold and the intensity of the cold, so they do not come prepared. At the same time, one important gadget that you need is a power bank. Do not come to Tawang without a power bank because network electricity cuts are very frequent in Tawang specifically. And carry a 2 liter water bottle, which can double up as a thermos. Do not carry and rely on plastic bottles because they'll be frozen cold in this weather. You need a thermos because you need hot water regularly If you feel really cold, carry even a hot water bag, which you can then refill at your homestay. Now, till our next video, stay